Welcome to Leveling Up the Podcast with Alethia Tucker. I'm so happy that you're listening today. My goal is to bring something new, something promising. I plan to bring conversation, resources, and wisdom around the things that are holding us back from going for our best. We'll talk about everyday life and careers. I'll bring us dialogue designed to dig deep and identify our passions. We'll talk about the limits that you need to let go of and the promise that you need to grab a hold of. I'll interview women who bring valuable insight to the table. We'll have opportunities for Q&A, and we'll talk resources to help along the way. There are levels to this, and we'll hit them all, starting at the ground floor. We all have dreams, and now is our time to level up.
Ground floor.
I don't know about you, but the older I get, the more I see that I've kind of developed a style of my own. And the best style, or what's in style, is really the style that's best for you. Have you ever heard of a person, or do you know a person that you used to think was just a wild and outrageous dresser? They just set the tone on their own, and they may have even worn some things that you weren't so fond of, but they absolutely loved it. Well, you know, a famous designer was like that, Coco Chanel. They thought that her clothing in the early 1900s was really just a little out there. You know, back then women were in corsets and wearing really restrictive clothing, and she was coming out with things that were looser fitting and, you know, a little more tailored, and really some things that were even made out of men's underwear material. Yeah, she was seen as different. But you know, she went on to really define some major trends, some major styles, and to break some major barriers for women. It's got us out of that loose or that tight-fitting clothing. She developed things, or she's really behind what we call the little black dress. She's also behind some of the padded purses that are out there, and some of the more comfortable things that we wear. She went on to be a very famous designer who, when she started, people thought was just strange. So remember, you know, in establishing your authenticity and establishing who you are, and when you're looking at what you should wear, know that you should wear whatever makes you happy. What makes you happy? Bold colors, dull colors, large clothing. Whatever it is your style. It is unique. It is you. And because of that, it's the best style that's out there for you. So your affirmation, you know, others may think that what I do and what I like, even what I wear, really is not the standard, really doesn't fit in, really doesn't do what it is that they think it should do. But I'm okay. I like what I wear. I like what I do. I am unique, which means my thumbprint is unlike any other. I want to go ahead and make a statement for who I am, for my authenticity, and that is to be valued, and that is to be respected, because the best style is the style that's best for me.
Main level.
Welcome to Leveling Up the Podcast with Alethia Tucker, coming to you from the Leadership Experience Tour. And I have this gentleman here with me who is one of the speakers, Mr. Gerod Sturgis. Thank you so much for joining me.
It's an honor being here. Appreciate that.
I appreciate you being here. We had some technical difficulties, and full disclosure, we recorded this one, so we're going to record it again to make sure you can hear it. I'm very excited about what he's doing. And I want him, well, first of all, let's start by having you tell us a little about yourself.
Okay. My name is Gerod Sturgis. I'm originally from the East Coast. I moved to Michigan back in 2007 from being on a 52 city gospel rap tour, going around, sharing my story about being pronounced dead on arrival from a drug overdose. So I kind of embody that for the youth into Jesus because it was through growth, but also I am a speaker now. I own a barber shop as well as a barber school. And so with that being said, that allowed me to go into juvenile detention centers, jails, and I do a lot of work in the community inside my church.
Talk about turning tragedy into triumph, and it's often that is how we break into what it is we're supposed to do, what we know God is leading us to do, because you're still here for a reason. Absolutely, absolutely here for a reason. So I love the fact that you are pouring back into a community where there's need.
Yes.
Where there is need. He's doing that as well as, training, that barber training. I think I said this yesterday when we tried to record the first time. That is a career that will never fall silent. You will always have cosmetology, beauty. The beauty industry is not going away. So that's a wonderful, wonderful place to be. So, in what you're doing now, let's go with the barber school for starters. Now, you said you're where now?
I'm in Michigan.
You're here in Detroit. So, the training that you do, well, first of all, I'm assuming you have your own shop
Yeah.
for starters. So, the training that you do, is that in-house? Do you do it online, or what kind of training do you do for that?
So what I do is it's an actual school.
Okay.
So it's a whole facility that's brick and mortar. So what these students do, they do inquiries, they look, they sign up, they come in, they go do a tour, and then they learn the theory portion on the anatomy, the science, and all the physical. They operate on it on your hair.
Yeah.
So I teach them the theory, then I go with the hands on.
I love that. Yeah, 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 yeah. So it is a school. You come in. Yeah, it's a school. And think about it. You don't want anybody working with you or, doing any kind of beauty services for you, and they don't really have that training. So that's good. And I know this is very beneficial for the women that who are part of my audience too. Understanding the whole importance of that training is really important. So tell us a little more now about how it is that you speak and how it is that you reach that audience of youth and the others that you really pour into.
Okay. With my book that I have, which is called Lost Now Found, that book is very vital because even though with me, it with the drugs, I was a drug dealer, I used to sell, and not understanding that I was really a businessman with Rolls Rider. And so by me doing it, and I realized I was destroying lives, and God sent me here to build. And so from that, I began to realize, like, wait a minute, I was lost, and I dealt with trauma the wrong way. Some people, use a loved one. You can lose passwords, or lose a drive. You can lose your house. You can loss come in so many different variants that you don't think you understand how to bounce back. And so I wrote a book on how to bounce back through trauma, deal with mental health, and especially with COVID. A lot of people don't know what to do. The whole world shut down. It wasn't just industry. It was on lockdown.
Everything.
And so people was like, what are we doing here? We don't know what to do. And because of that, I've created this system to be able to navigate how to move in life. Because guess what? You couldn't go to your destination until you first have your location.
Gotta know where you going.
You gotta know your
Yeah.
going because the thing is, he jacked up and messed up in Detroit. Guess what? You're gonna go to Atlanta, jacked up and messed
And
up,
messed up there too.
and be
Yeah.
different. You're gonna blame because wherever you are.
Yeah.
And so I reach youth, I reach entrepreneurs, I reach people in the barber and the beauty space to unlock their potential or show them who they are and how to navigate this thing called life.
I love that. I like that whole GPS concept. I know we talked about that already. Just, and that whole spin on it. Really, I mean, who doesn't use GPS? And something else that I thought about is frequently with my car, and now will I kind of move to using Waze or whatever, but with my car, there is an update for the GPS system.
You messing with my mess.
There's an update for the GPS system. And I fooled around one year and did not get the update. And I am in the DC metro area. And let me tell you, between the construction and the traffic and things were changing. And I couldn't figure out why my route wasn't taking me in the quickest route to get there or just flat out sending me in the wrong direction. So, that whole concept just sparked something with me right there. That whole GPS, the importance of making sure that you are updated with the most necessary tools that are going to get you where you need to be. That is a necessity. So I love that whole analogy. And it sounds like you are definitely tapped into that. And, there are different things that are impacting these audiences that you talk to, particularly the youth. And that whole scene, and the fact that you talk about GPS and how, you can maneuver, how it is you can get to where you're going. I know you have to stay up and stay current.
Oh yeah, you gotta stay current.
So how is it that you stay relatable? How is it that, this story alone makes you relatable.
Yeah.
But, just kind of tell us how it is that you manage to get in there and really make impact.
Well, for one, I have 6 children.
That's it right there.
That's it.
They keep him fully educated.
They're teenagers.
Oh, yeah.
And then I
Say
have,
no more.
so you get it?
Say no more.
And I have 2 that's in their 20s.
Oh, yeah.
And they just gave me 2 beautiful grandchildren. So, I know they keep me current with time. And then I'm in the barber beauty space.
See, a
So,
little bit of everybody.
Yeah, because as a barber, we're everything. We're therapists.
Oh, yeah.
We're consultants. We're analytics. We're anything is real. Like some people tell me I tell any more stuff than I would tell both.
I'm sure.
I can confide in you because I'm trusting with my hair.
Oh, do I say that? I see you every couple weeks.
I see you every week.
I
I had some people to come to me like, "Hey, I just come here for my free counseling session." I said,
I don't really need anything done with my hair today.
Literally, literally, like he said, "Hey, it's hard for me to keep the book." So I had to book a haircut. I don't need anything. I just do 30 minutes alone.
That is
so much that I forgot what
And
my
I
next special was for
I
you.
would get upset about it.
Okay, so
But
you guys.
bro, no, you gotta really think about what they dealing with. You don't know what other people they're dealing with on the other side. So you don't know. And so yeah, that's how I take other
Okay.
Yeah, you stay relevant by living.
by living.
Just by living. And in many instances, as your clients have been telling you, just by being there.
Oh, you just
Just by being there, you're learning and staying relevant. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. So tell us a little more about the book.
okay. Well, the book, it's a power packed book because not only is it dealing with trauma, not only is it dealing with hey, I need direction in life as an entrepreneur, as a businessman or woman, as an educator, as a speaker, but it also have the curriculum was built on the inside of it where other schools, high schools, has licensed it. Boys and Girls Club have licensed it.
Great.
Universities, colleges. This book got me into a lot of colleges where I was able to speak at because a lot of people graduate from college. Some of them don't even know what direction we're going to, or some of them don't have that financial literacy piece. Do are athletes get ready to put in a big transition and how to handle money differently. And so it's more of a piece like that, and the GPS system is all built within it because it's called Lost Now Found. Lost meaning I gotta locate myself. Now in the GPS system, it starts to buffer. That's the now part.
Yes, the now.
And then the found is that okay, this is my destination.
This is where you go.
This is where I'm going. But I'm not the people who will go straight to the destination part without first locating myself. I want to be a guy. Okay, there's a process to that. I want to be a lawyer. There's a process to that. And so with that process, there's system. And so you can't skip the system. A lot of people skip systems and realize they got to change their major 4 or 5 times because they haven't dealt with their identity. They didn't know who they were. And because they didn't know who they were, they decided like, you know what, maybe I am not called to do this. And it doesn't have to do with anything of what you're not called to do. It's more about your who because God made us human beings. And so a lot of times we're trying to figure about what we do. He didn't make us good at doing it. He made us good at being. So the hardest thing I teach is the act of becoming. Because everybody want to belong, but you can't belong until you first come. So become is coming to being. And then once you know who is you, then you can tell you who you are. After that, now you can tell big to big. But you can't do it if you skip the process.
You gotta stay in there.
You gotta stay in there. And a lot of people, what they do, they climb the ladder of success on top, get on top of the roof, just realize they're on the road.
On the wrong route. That was good.
Now, that was a lot of energy that it took to climb up there. Guess what? They gotta climb down or they gotta ask
Climb
down.
down. And then get to the right one.
And then get to the right one. Think about the time that's been wasted.
Lost. Wow.
Lost. You get it now. You went back to lost now.
Now
And so it's all within that. It's all in the book. I talk about love in that book. Now the people just think about love as one dimension. It's different types of us. It's you got the ergos, you got the Storgate, you got all those phileo, Philadelphia love. But if you put the Philadelphia love into Eros love, which is the exotic love, you're thinking that you don't love me.
Right.
It's not that. It's the different category.
Got it in the wrong.
We got it in the wrong place. Now, if you agape, you know how to flow with all of us. But if you're only focusing on this, then that's the only thing that you
Right.
You gotta stop because I'm messing
Oh
around.
my
I
gosh,
go
but
deep.
it's so good.
I'm just starting, so you better stop.
Oh my goodness. All right. So tell us, how can we get this home?
Sure, yeah. It's on Amazon. You can go in the search bar, put Lost Now Found by Gerod Sturgis.
Okay.
And you can find it on Amazon. It has the ebook version as well as the hardbook version. I'm working on the audio now.
Nice.
Nice.
All the platforms.
Yeah, all the platforms. And I'm on all social media platforms. GerodSturgis.com. That's my full name. GerodSturgis.com.
Perfect. And we're going to put that in the podcast notes. All right. So we'll make sure you connect with him. Let me tell you, he is carrying just a diamond worth of treasure here. A diamond's worth of treasure in what he does. Connect with him. Make sure that you go out and you get his product. secret. I mean, he's told you this is curriculum, this is training right here.
Yeah.
Definitely connect with him and the platform that he has, which is reaching out to lives and changing lives based on his own experience, right? Based on his own experience. He is an expert in this field based on experience. All right. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back and re-recording for
It's all
us.
right.
We will have this, and it gets better each time, right? That's
Yes,
how
it
we're gonna have
does.
to
Yeah,
look
yeah,
at it. It gets
That
better.
should be your tagline.
That's
right
it.
there.
It gets
Yeah,
better
that's
each
the tagline
time.
right
That's
there.
it. I'm on to something.
Yeah,
I'm
you
on to
are.
something.
Don't nobody out there still.
Right, no. Hold on. It's mine. It's mine.
That's right. Yeah.
But thank you so much. Thank you. We're definitely going to remain in touch. And I'm excited about where you're going. This is probably just the beginning what you're doing here. This is going to move some mountains even more than you've already done. So that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Listen, thank you guys for listening in. Go be authentically yourself today and always. You're the best self out there. You're the best person to be yourself. We need what you have to give. Just like, and Gerod is sharing what he has to give, you got something to give too. Your imprint is unique. Go out and touch something and make a difference for you and for those around you. And until next time, stay with that on there.
The Loft.
Welcome to The Loft. My guest today is Gerod Sturgis, and boy, does he have some things that he wants to share with you. First of all, his book, Lost, Now Found. You can grab it on Amazon. He has a barber school. He is really dedicated to making sure that his experience, his traumatic experience, really changes the lives of others. It changed his, and he's dedicated to making sure that his testimony, his story, his trade, the skills that he has, he's dedicated to making sure that he pours into others so that they can benefit from what it is that he has learned. He has created a system that he refers to as GPS. You'll have to go follow him and go to his website to make sure that you connect. He has a barber school where he is pouring back into others, and he is basically running a number of things, pulling more and more into his repertoire, and he wants to make sure that you stay connected to him via his Facebook, via his website. Go out and follow him and grab his book that's over on Amazon and stay tuned because he's got more things coming up. And that's it.
Okay, we've reached the end of the episode. Thanks so much for taking the time to listen. As you catch the elevator down, if you feel so inclined, rate, review, subscribe, and share with a friend. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Remember, every day is a new opportunity, and it's never too late to level up.